Heat 1. In the water, we have the 400 individual medley. In lane 3, Anne Louise Anton from Connecticut Masters. Lane 4, Lillian Cardinal from San Diego Swim Masters. And in lane 5 is Sarah King from Connecticut Masters. This is Heat 1 of 12. And that's Sarah King in lane 5, finishing the first leg of the 400 individual medley. And Lillian Cardinal in lane 4, age 75 from San Diego Swim Masters, is now starting her second leg, the backstroke. That's Anne Louise Anton in lane 3, age 81 from Connecticut Masters, just finishing up her butterfly leg. Sarah King from Connecticut Masters in lane 5, leading the heat. She's just starting her breaststroke leg. And Lillian Cardinal from San Diego Swim Masters is now starting her breaststroke leg. And that's Anne Louise Anton, lane 3, Connecticut Masters, starting her breaststroke leg. We got a race between lane 3 and 4. Lillian is starting to pass Sarah. And Lillian Cardinal, age 75, from San Diego Swim Masters, is taking the lead in this heat, starting her freestyle leg. And Sarah King from Connecticut Masters in lane 5 is starting her final leg. Next heat will be heat 2 of 12. In lane 1 will be Judy Pockert. Lane 2 will be Teresa Fosha. Lane 3 will be Sydney Ray. Lane 4 will be Mimi Willard. Lane 5 will be Lori Kaguni. Lane 6 will be Gretchen Koch. Lane 7, Stephanie Scott. And in lane 8 will be Nancy Stretch. And Lillian Cardinal is coming up, her last 15 meters of the race, from San Diego Swim Masters, age 75. And Lillian Cardinal finishes with an unofficial time of 13:20 something, I think. And Sarah King is coming in for her last 15 meters of the 400 individual medley from Connecticut Masters. And Sarah King, lane 5, comes in second in the heat with an unofficial time of 14:21:10. Anne Louise Anton is coming up on her last 15 meters of the 400 IM from Connecticut Masters. Let's bring her home, age 81. Here she is. She's finishing up. All right, great swim, Anne. Nice finish. Heat 2. In the water, we have heat 2 of 12 for the 400 individual medley. In lane 1, Judy Pockert from Masters of South Texas. Lane 2, Teresa Foca from Albany Armada. Lane 3, Sydney Ray from Club Tribe. Lane 4, Mimi Willard from Tamalpais Aquatic Masters. Lane 5, Lori Kaguni from San Diego Swim Masters. Lane 6, Gretchen Koch from Dolphins. Lane 7, Stephanie Scott from Walnut Creek Masters. And in lane 8 is Nancy Stretch from the Olympic Club. In lane 3, Sydney Ray from Club Tribe has a strong lead with her butterfly leg. And Gretchen Koch from Dolphins has a strong second place. Sydney Ray in lane 3 from Club Tribe still has a strong lead even after the backstroke. And Sydney Ray, lane 3 from Club Tribe, going into the last leg of the 400 IM. Still has a strong lead for the heat. Sydney Ray, lane 3 from Club Tribe, is in the last 15 meters of a race. And Sydney Ray, the winner of that heat, with an unofficial time of 7:21:37. Nice swim. And Gretchen, coach from Dolphins, finishes that heat in second with an unofficial time of 7:41:45. Nice swim. Next heat is heat 3. In lane 1 will be Linda Larson. Lane 2, Tamara Stile. Lane 3, Diana Dolan Lamar. Lane 4, Phyllis Quinn. Lane 5, Sally Guthrie. Lane 6, Sarah Bennett. Lane 7, Sarah Wiseman. And in lane 8 will be Daniela Barnia. Lane 7, Stephanie Scott finishes with an unofficial time of 9:45:25. And in lane 5, Lori Kaguni from San Diego Swim Masters. And the last 5 meters in lane 8, Nancy Stretch from the Olympic Club, age 84. And she finishes with an unofficial time of 11 minutes and 99 hundredths. And Judy Puckert from Masters of South Texas, lane 1. Heat 3. In the water, we have heat 3 of 12 for the 400 individual medley. In lane 1 is Linda Larson from Swim Fort Lauderdale. Lane 2 is Tamara Stile from Michigan Masters. Lane 3 is Diana Dolan Lamar from Mission Viejo Masters. Lane 4 is Phyllis Quinn from the Olympic Club. Lane 5 is Sally Guthrie from Sacramento Masters. Lane 6, Sarah Bennett from Swim Fort Lauderdale. Lane 7, Sarah Wiseman from Ensworth Aquatics Masters. And in lane 8 is Daniela Barnia from Menlo Masters. In the butterfly leg on the second lap, we've got lane 4 and 8 racing. And lane 8 is leading the heat, with lane 4 not far behind. Lane 8 is Daniela Barnia, and in lane 4 is Phyllis Quinn. Lane 4, Phyllis Quinn from the Olympic Club has pulled ahead on this heat. This is a close race between lane 4 and lane 8. Lane 8 is about a second behind lane 4. Phyllis Quinn still has a strong lead in lane 4 from the Olympic Club. And we're heading into the last leg of the race. Lane 4 and lane 8 are still pretty close. Lane 8 is Daniela Barnia and lane 4 is Phyllis Quinn from the Olympic Club. And the final 25 meters, Phyllis Quinn. Strong lead. Lane 5, Sally Guthrie from Sacramento Masters has passed lane 8, Daniela Barnia. And Phyllis Quinn wins the heat. The Olympic Club with an unofficial time of 8:03:15. Nice swim. Next heat is heat 4. In lane 1 will be Marike Thayer. Lane 2, Deanna Kohler. Lane 3, Jennifer Kiff. Lane 4, Andra Johnzine. Lane 5, Kathleen Stutz. Lane 6, Lisa Zawastowski. Lane 7, Isabel Singh. And in lane 8 will be Alyssa Tong. Heat 4. In the water, we have heat 4 of 12 for the 400 individual medley. In lane 1 is Marika Thayer, lane 2, Deanna Kohler, lane 3, Jennifer Kiff, lane 4, Andra John Ziem, and in lane 5, Kathleen Stutz. Lane 6, Lisa Zawastowski, lane 7, Isabel Singh, and in lane 8 is Alyssa Tong. Lane 8, Alyssa Tong from Nova Aquatics Masters has a strong lead during the butterfly leg. Andra John Ziem from San Diego Swim Masters has a strong second. And Isabel Singh in lane 7 from Puget Sound Masters has got a strong third place. Alyssa Tong in lane 8 is finishing up the last 15 meters of the race from Nova Aquatics Masters. And Alyssa Tong finishes the heat with an unofficial time of 6:27.70. Nice swim. Next heat will be heat 5. Lane 1 will be Dara Goldsmith. Lane 2, Jane Russell. Lane 3, Joanne Salzacal. Lane 4, Sophie Kim. Lane 5, Wendy Hoffman. Lane 6, Terry LaRue. Lane 7, Lauren Nyberg. And in lane 8 will be Beck Etienne. Heat 5. In the water, we have heat 5 of 12. In lane 1, we have Dara Goldsmith from Las Vegas Masters. Lane 2, Jane Russell from Davis Aquatics Masters. Lane 3, Joanne Salzacal from Las Vegas Masters. Lane 4, Sophie Kim from UC 15. Lane 5, Wendy Hoffman from Puget Sound Masters. Lane 6, Terry LaRue from Dolphins. Lane 7, Lauren Nyberg from Nova Aquatics Masters. And in lane 8 is Beck Etienne from Arizona Masters. Looks like we got a race between lane 2 and lane 7. Lane 2 is Jane Russell from Davis Aquatics Masters, and lane 7 is Lauren Nyberg from Nova Aquatics Masters. Jane Russell in lane 2 still has a strong lead. The next heat for the 400 IM will be heat 6. In lane 1 will be Makiko Miyamoto. Lane 2 will be Angela Randall. Lane 3 will be Christina Marudis. Lane 4 will be Haley Al Miller. Lane 5, Grace Thrasher. Lane 6, Caitlin Dolly. Lane 7, Helen Cox. And in lane 8 will be Elizabeth Flynn. We have a Hilton Honors key card as well as a Nationals meal pass. So if anyone is missing those things, please report to the announcer table. Lane 7, Lauren Nyberg from Nova Aquatics. And Jane Russell from Davis Aquatics Masters are neck and neck. And Jane Russell in lane 2 from Davis Aquatics Masters wins the heat at an unofficial time of 6:56.16. Great job. Heat 6. In the waters, heat 6 of 12 for the 400 individual medley. In lane 1 is Makiko Miyamoto from San Diego Swim Masters. Lane 2, Angela Randall from Arizona Masters. Lane 3, Christina Marudas from San Diego Swim Masters. Lane 4, Haley O'Miller from San Luis Obispo Seahawks. Lane 5, Grace Thrasher from San Diego Swim Masters. Lane 6, Caitlin Dolly from Mission Viejo Masters. And in lane 7 is Helen Cox from Conejo Valley Masters. And Caitlin Dolly in lane 6 is leading the heat from Mission Viejo Masters. Grace Thrasher, lane 5 from San Diego Swim Masters, is now in the lead. The next heat will be heat 7. Lane 1 will be Lori Aliotto. Lane 2 will be Phoebe Lee. Lane 3 will be Nancy Stedman Martin. Lane 4, Stephanie Kramer. Lane 5 will be Suzanne Rublin. Lane 6, Eileen Kim. Lane 7, Tatiana Barbosa. And in lane 8 will be Beth McBride. Grace Thrasher is still in the lead from San Diego Swim Masters and in lane 5. And Grace Thrasher coming in the finish from San Diego Swim Masters in lane 5 with an unofficial time of 6:05:12. Nice swim. Just a reminder, if anyone's missing a Hilton Honors key card and a VIP meal pass with one punch hole in it, please report to the announcer's table. Heat 7. In the water, we have heat 7 of 12 for the 400 IM. Lane 1, Lori Aliotto, Wisconsin Masters. Lane 2, Phoebe Lee, Rose Bowl Masters. Lane 3, Nancy Steedman Martin, Garden State Masters. In lane 4, Stephanie Kramer, Nova Aquatics Masters. Lane 5, Suzanne Rublin, Manatee Aquatic Masters. Lane 6, Eileen Kim, San Luis Obispo Seahawks Masters. And in lane 7, Tatiana Barbosa, Swim Fort Lauderdale. And in lane 8 is Beth McBride, Marcia's enthusiast. And after the butterfly leg, we have Lori Aliotto from Wisconsin Master in the lead. Next heat will be heat 8. In lane 1 will be Catherine Fisher. Lane 2, Arlene Delmage. Lane 3, Colette Crabb. Lane 4, Kirsten Purcell. Lane 5, Lauren Friendrice. Lane 6, Kelly Parker Palace. And in lane 7, Janice Brown. And lane 8 will be Kylie Riley. Lane 3 is Nancy Steedman Martin, age 70 from Garden State Masters. The world record is 6:45.75 and the national record is 6:57.34. So let's keep an eye on lane 3. So keep an eye on lane 3, Nancy Steedman Martin, age 70. The national record is 6:57.34 and the world record is 6:45.75. She just might beat that. And the winner of that heat is Stephanie Kramer, an official time of 6:26.18. But look at lane 3. Nancy Steedman Martin, lane 3 with an unofficial time of 6:38.63, which is a world record, beating the 6:45.75 on May 28th, 2023. Congratulations, Nancy. Heat 8. In the water, we have heat 8 of 12 for the 400 IM. In lane 1 is Catherine Fisher from Rose Bowl Masters. Lane 2, Arlene Delmage from Oregon Masters. Lane 3, Colette Crabb from Oregon Masters. Lane 4, Kirsten Purcell from San Diego Swim Masters. Lane 5, Lauren Friendrice from Rose Bowl Masters. Lane 6, Kelly Parker Palace from Swim Melbourne Masters. Lane 7, Janice Brown from Dogwood Masters. And in lane 8, Kylie Riley from Ventura County Masters. Next heat for the 400 IM will be heat 9. In lane 1 will be Jessica Conway. Lane 2, Emma Garforth. Lane 3, Jennifer Weiderman. Lane 4, Jane Essahawk Gage. Lane 5, Trisha Good. Lane 6 will be Sandy Easton. Lane 7, Nikki Hale. And in lane 8 will be Bonnie Moss. And the winner of that heat is Lauren Frendreis from Rose Bowl Masters with an unofficial time of 6:02:40. Heat 9. In the water, we have heat 9 of 12 for the 400 IM. Lane 1 is Jessica Conway from UC. Lane 2, Emma Garforth from Davis Aquatics Masters. Lane 3, Jennifer Weiderman from Conejo Valley Masters. Lane 4, Jane Essahawk Gage from Arizona Masters. Lane 5, Trisha Good from Sarasota Sharks Masters. Lane 6, Sandy Easton from University of Hawaii, I think. Lane 7, Nikki Haley from Rose Bowl Masters. And in lane 8, Bonnie Moss from Colorado Masters. And Nikki Hale from Rose Bowl Masters has a strong lead in lane 7. We got a race between Sandy Easton from University of Hawaii and Nikki Hale from Rose Bowl Masters in lane 6 and 7. Lane 1, Jessica Conway is caught up also. Next heat will be heat 10. In lane 1 will be Stephanie Capizzi. Lane 2 will be Erin Schneider. Lane 3, Ellie Nahar. Lane 4, Christine Scott. Lane 5, Lauren Branscombe. Lane 6, Tara Mack. Lane 7 will be Brianna Scholl. And in lane 8 will be Paula Vega. Sandy Easton in lane 6 is pulled ahead with Jessica Conway in lane 1 not far behind. Sandy Easton in lane 6 is pulled ahead. And it's Sandy Easton from the University of Hawaii with an unofficial time of 5:56.93. And a very close second between Jessica Conway and Bonnie Moss. Bonnie Moss out touching her. Heat 10. In the water, we have heat 10 of 12 for the 400 individual medley women's. In lane 1 is Stephanie Capizzi, Rose Bowl Masters. Lane 2, Erin Schneider, Wisconsin Masters. Lane 3, Ellie Nahar, Colorado Masters. Lane 4, Christine Scott, San Luis Obispo Seahawks. Lane 5, Lauren Branscombe, Ensworth Aquatics. Lane 6, Tara Mack, New England Masters. Lane 7, Brianna Schoel, San Diego Swim Masters. And in lane 8 is Paula Vega from CCAT Masters. And after the butterfly leg, we got Brianna Schoel from San Diego Swim Masters in the lead with a split of 1:15.58. Lane 7, Brianna Schoel from San Diego Swim Masters still has a very strong lead. Next heat is heat 11. In lane 1 will be Kelly Darlak. 2, Sarah Perez. 3, Anastasia Kurtiva. Lane 4 will be Elise Jacobs. Lane 5, Kayla Byerly. Lane 6, Allison Hayden. Lane 7, Mary Holman. And in lane 8 will be Stephanie Saucy. And Brianna Scholl from San Diego Swim Masters finishing her last lap at the 400 IM with a commanding lead. And Brianna wins the heat with an unofficial time of 5:40.67. Great swim. Heat 11. In the water, we have heat 11 of 12 for the 400 IM women's. In lane 1 is Kelly Darlack, Nickel City Splash Swim Team. Lane 2 is Sarah Perez, Arizona Masters. Lane 3, Anastasia Kurtiva, West Hollywood Aquatics. Lane 4, Elise Jacobs, Club Tribe. Lane 5, Kayla Byerly, Club Tribe. Lane 6, Allison Hayden, St. Pete Masters. Lane 7, Mary Holman, Colorado Masters. And in lane 8 is Stephanie Saucy, Las Vegas Masters. Lane 5, Kayla Byerly, strong lead with a split time of 1:13.03 for the butterfly leg. Next heat will be the 12th and final heat of the 400 IM women's. In lane 1 will be Sarah Holman. Lane 2, Paula Rivas. Lane 3, Valerie Bates. Lane 4, Allison Arnold. Lane 5, Stephanie McNichol. Lane 6, Wendy Temples. Lane 7, Allison Zamanian, and in lane 8 will be Ann Weidman. Kayla Byler still has a strong lead in lane 5. She's from Club Tribe. And Kayla Byerly wins the heat with an unofficial time of 5:48.24. Nice swim. Heat 12. In the water is the 12th and final heat of the women's 400 individual medley. In lane 1 is Sarah Holman, Colorado Masters. Lane 2, Paula Rivas, San Diego Swim Masters. Lane 3, Valerie Bates, Ensworth Aquatics. Lane 4, Allison Arnold, the Olympic Club. Lane 5, Stephanie McNichol, Mesa Aquatics Club. Lane 6, Wendy Temple, Stanford Masters Swimming. Lane 7, Allison Zamanian, Walnut Creek Masters. And in lane 8 is Ann Weidman, Sawtooth Masters. And lane 8, Ann Weidman is in the lead with an unofficial split of 109.12 for her 100 fly. And Weidman in lane 8 from Sawtooth Masters still has a commanding lead after the backstroke leg. Next event is the men's 400 individual medley. Heat 1 will be Miles Chedekel in lane 1. Lane 2 will be Tony Ralphs. Lane 3, Rick Meyerhoff. Lane 4 will be Gerald Tryman. Lane 5, Bill Walsh. Lane 6, Rick Miller. Lane 7, Luis Cici. And in lane 8 will be Joe Spalding. And Allison Arnold from the Olympic Club has pulled ahead this last 50 meters of freestyle. And the winner of the heat is Allison Arnold from the Olympic Club with an unofficial time of 5:15.76. Nice swim.